What if you're not stuck because you lack discipline, but because your mind sees too many possibilities at once?
Isn't your problem at all? What if the real struggle is that there are too many things you want to commit to? You look at your life and see many possible directions, and each one feels like it reflects who you are. You're not afraid of effort. You're stuck because choosing feels impossible. This is the classic scanner's dilemma. It's perfectly captured by the thought, I could do anything if I just knew what to choose. Society has a label for this, too. You're called a dilettante. Someone who knows a little about many things, but isn't seen as an expert in one. And the stress that comes with that label can be overwhelming. It can feel like your greatest gift, your wide curiosity, is also your biggest career weakness. Today, we're going to take that fear apart. We'll explore the shape of a successful career and offer a path for people who were never meant to be just one thing. First, we need to understand why traditional career advice can feel so limiting. For most of the last century, the world celebrated specialists. Society was stable, predictable, almost like a game of chess. The rules were clear, and success came from going very deep into a single, narrow field. Psychologists call this a kind learning environment. It rewards repetition, consistency. This is the world of the I-shaped person, the expert with one deep column of knowledge. But that isn't the world we live in anymore. Today's world is a wicked learning environment. The rules keep changing. Feedback comes slowly. Patterns are hard to recognize. Think about the difference between a golfer and a firefighter. A golfer works in a kind environment. The rules never change. Feedback is instant. A firefighter operates in a wicked environment. Every situation is different. The rules are unclear, and training may not always apply. In a world like this, extreme specialization can create blind spots. To be clear, specialists are still essential. Their deep expertise is incredibly important. The issue isn't that specialization is wrong. The issue is treating it as the only valid path. When that single model is used to judge everyone, people like you can feel broken. When in reality, your brain is simply designed for a different kind of world. To build a career that fits how your mind works, you need to stop thinking about job titles and start thinking about shapes. The I-shaped person represents the specialist. On the opposite end is the dash-shaped person, very broad but very shallow. Many people get stuck here, knowing a bit about many things, but lacking real depth anywhere. That absence of depth creates anxiety, because it feels like there's no solid ground beneath you. The most powerful one for someone like you is the M-shaped professional, also known as a polymath. Think of it this way. One leg of the M might be data science. You go deep there. That's what pays the bills. The second leg might be storytelling. You develop real depth there as well. And the horizontal bar is made up of your interests, psychology, history, design. Suddenly, you're not just a scattered data scientist. You become someone who can turn complex data into clear, engaging stories that executives can actually understand. That blend is rare, and rarity creates value. The skill that makes this possible is called far transfer. Specialists rely on near transfer, using skills on problems that look almost identical. Polymaths use far transfer instead. They recognize patterns in one field and apply them to a completely different one. Someone who understands how tree roots branch might discover a better way to structure a company's database. A musician who understands harmony might see a cleaner structure in software code. That is far transfer. It's the ability to hear the music, not just read the notes. And all those interests you've gathered over the years, they aren't random.
They form a library of metaphors you'll draw from to create original insights and real breakthroughs. So let's bring everything together. You are not someone who lacks discipline. You are a scanner, a potential polymath. Your mind isn't built for a narrow, stable world. It's designed to connect different fields of knowledge. This path isn't always easy. Mastery takes time. But simply having a map for your mind creates peace. Self-criticism fades. Quiet confidence takes its place. Choose your first pillar. Build it with intention. Use your job as a foundation, not a prison. You were never meant to master only one thing. You were meant to see how everything fits together. Healing doesn't need an audience, but it deserves a space. If this spoke to you,